Hey, good morning, everybody. Lorraine Pursell here. We are doing the Global Light and Love Vigil today, and I am just washing my juicer for making my celery juice, so just bear with me another minute or so. And while you all pile on, say hi. And I'm just going to sit you right there in my messy kitchen while I finish doing this. Okay? Because if I wait, it's going to be all stuck. So I've got to do it now. Oh, where can I put you so you can see me? Okay, here we go. This, yeah. Hi, Hari. How are things in India today? So I'm just finishing washing my juicer. How are you? 5:30 p.m. now. Okay, great. I'm really well. Thank you. I get my new house tomorrow. Oh. Hi, Georgia. The sessions are great, Hari. Thank you. Hey, Georgia. Yay, new house tomorrow. I mean, gosh. I'm just like, wow. I'm pretty stoked. Oh my goodness. And then the person who's buying it for me, she took me last night out for a filet mignon dinner. I am really practicing receiving, right? So we had this wonderful filet mignon dinner last night. Here we go. So it's about time for me to start making my vegetable broth because I'm on my 3rd gallon bag of vegetable scraps and celery juice remains. So once it gets around 2 or 3, that's when I start stewing it. Maybe I'll show you guys how I make it sometime. Being a German Jew, I'm very resourceful. Okay, I think my schlepping is over. Here's my celery juice. Whew. Okay, we're getting out of this kitchen. You should show us how to. Yes, I will. Georgia, the Georges are here, and Honesty's here. Yes. Okay, yes, I will show you. Trying to think if I'm going to make it before I move. I'm going to be here for another 2 weeks because they start repairs tomorrow. As soon as I get the key, they're going to start scraping the popcorn, SHIT, off the ceiling. Hold on a sec. Okay. All right, now, here's my other thing. I'm going to put this number over the peeps, my little agreement with Source, but it's not going to stick, so I have to get tape. Whoops, sorry guys. All right. I am great, Georgia. Thank you so much. I was telling everybody before you came on, the person who's buying me this house took me out for a filet mignon dinner last night. So I'm really practicing receiving, right? Okay. So we did all the wire transfers yesterday, and it's getting real. It's getting real. So if you guys ever want to know about how to manifest, stay tuned. Okay, I think that's gonna... Oh, Oh, sorry. No, that's turning this around. Sorry, I said that so fast. Filet mignon. Filet mignon. It's this gorgeous piece of meat. And before I ate it, I thanked the cow for giving his life for me so I could eat him. I had French fries with it and asparagus. It was just glorious. Okay, now turning this a little bit. See if I can turn this a little bit. Okay, does this turn? Oh, how about that? All right, we are almost cooking. It was amazing. It was so amazing. Hi, Kaden. How are you? Nice to see you here with us. Everyone say hello to Kaden. I think this might be your first time here, and we're just so happy that you're here. Hold on a second. Where are you from, Kaden? If you want to share with us. And everybody, we have Hari here from India, and the Georges from Australia, and me in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm drinking fresh celery juice, as per Anthony William, the medical medium. And today is our Global Light and Love Vigil. We are going to get our energy aligned, and then we are going to send that out to the entire planet. Spend time just infusing the planet with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Because this is why we're here. As Earth Angels, the Earth Angel Nation. I am the queen of the Earth Angel Nation. We are here to raise the vibration of the planet. And you know it because it's the only time you feel completely satisfied is when you are blessing the planet and blessing the world, blessing people, sending light and love to everybody. And I just have a little story I want to share with you that's kind of top of mind, top of heart. Those of you might remember I had a fabulous opportunity. I'm getting my information in front of about 8,000 people. I think it's like the end of August, early September, because simply I asked, and because I developed such good relationships with this company, and they had nothing but good things to say about me, which is, I know you guys all do the same thing because you're just like me. But no matter who I talk to on the phone, like I have had to do a lot of, changing my utilities and stuff for the move. And so no matter who I talk to, it's not just a person on the other side of the phone. I ask them their name, how are they? And I mean, sincerely, I'm not just, okay, I got to do this thing, so they'll be nice to me. But because I do that, they bend over backwards for me. Some person that's just on the other side of the line at the water department, right? And I know you guys do this too, but we're really unique that way because we're not just, hey, you're here to serve me. We're like, wow, I know what it's like to be you. And so I want to be super nice to you because I remember what that's like, or I have a job like you have now. Or, and I really understand. So I'm never going to be like leaving a mess at the table when you eat out at a restaurant because you used to be a waitress, right? And you're like, I know what this is like. I would never disrespect you and leave my table a mess. So like I put all my stuff on the plate. So they just have to grab the plate and walk off. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So because I had developed such a good relationship with the people at this company, they're actually my merchant services account where I run my credit cards for my company. They had nothing but good things to say about me. She put me in touch with the marketing department and they're like, yes, we love your message. And even though they're all business people, they want my message about self-love. They love that they want me to promote my ebook, The 3 Keys to Self-Love. By the way, if you want to get that, Caden, just go to 3keys2selflove.com. The URL is in the description, or you can, yes, Georgia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, you just feel the respect. You just feel they didn't just treat me like I was a peon. They were like, thank you. It just makes you want to give that again. And so it's the number 3, keys like you put in your car, to selflove.com. 3keys2selflove.com. And get my free ebook there. So they just love, they're going to promote my free ebook over 3 emails. And then I get to do a webinar. Yes, Georgia, 100%. And I get to do a webinar for them. A webinar on the 3 keys to self-love. And not only that, so there's a potential of 8,000 people being there. And not only that, but the director of marketing is going to be running the webinar for me. So I'm going to be like one of those people where they have an assistant that are, doing the, and here's Lorraine Pursell. We're going to introduce you to her. And, normally it's just me on the video screen, right? So I know, Georgia, right? So when I was in the meeting with them, I was just like, really? I said, well, what's the angle that you want me to come from for self-love for these business people? Thank you for all the hearts. And they're like, these people they're doing so much. They're burned out. They need self-love. I'm like, okay, great. So the catch was I need to write the emails because, of course, they're not going to do the writing, the wordsmithing. So I got a splitting headache yesterday, and I've been putting it off because I'm like, what angle do I come from? So I wrote the first email. I got up at 3 a.m. I'm like, you might as well just get going. And that was yesterday morning. And I just started writing it. And I was asking the angels for help. How do I write this? And I got this angle. And it just started coming through. And I'm like, it took probably 2 hours to write 500 words. Okay, that's how stuck I was. And afraid that I wasn't going to be able to pull this off. And you know how it is when you have a big thing that's in front of you and it's an opportunity and you're like, oh man, am I going to fall back into my old flaky self and I'm not going to pull this off? I'm like, no, I can't do that. I've got to pull this off. So, but I was scared because I thought maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they don't really want my message. All these doubts, right? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Can you guys relate to this? You have a really big opportunity and it's like expanding into the next level and you're like, oh no, they made a mistake. It's not for me. They thought I was somebody else, but so I was dealing with that while I was writing this and my mind is going, who do you think you are? You're writing from them, that they're introducing you. And I'm like, yeah, but I just don't know how else to put this thing across. And so I just said, finally, when I was finished at about 6 a.m., so, maybe 2.5 hours later, I just sent it off to her and I said, look, I just want you to read this and see if I'm on the right direction. Well, I got an email back from her right away saying, the content is great. I wouldn't change a word. And I'm like, okay. So I'm telling you this story because to help you. Because how often do we let the shitty committee in our head talk us out of our greatness? How often do we do that? And as earth angels, we're famous for this because we're the ones who just don't think we're that much. We just are like, I'm not much. That's kind of like our worldview. And so when we get these big opportunities, like when Honesty starts getting really big and starts getting her paintings all over the world, she might have moments of that too, or, I can't remember what all of your other dreams were, but, our dreams are given to us from source. Desire means of the Father, of the Sire. And so when we have our dreams and our visions, they didn't generate from us. That's what I want to say. So it's not like vain imaginings like our mind will tell us it is, but it's actually given to us from source. It says in the Bible, God gives us the desires of our hearts. That means he gives them to us, but he, like fulfills them, but he also puts them there. The desires he puts in your heart. God, it just makes me want to cry. Like when you just feel like, how could that be for me, little old me? I'm saying that collectively for all of the Earth Angel Nation, because we're the ones who will take the blame, will bend over backwards for somebody, will do whatever it takes to make them happy. We tend to be a little codependent. We love so deeply. We feel so deeply. And because of that, we don't value ourselves so much, because probably the people around us don't too much. So it's the journey, it's the self-love journey to come into our wholeness, to like integrate all of us, to bring all of our pieces. Thanks for all the thumbs up. To bring all of those little pieces together to bring go, I'm pretty damn awesome. I really do a lot for the world. I raise the energy wherever I go. Vicky is one of our, what do I want to say, flagship members of this. We're not a membership here, but I mean, she's been following these live streams for about 3 years, and she'll go into a grocery store and just light it up. And she'll start singing and dancing in the aisles and get everybody around her. Like, they don't look at her like she's weird. She has this energy that makes people want to join in. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's what we're here for. Oh, I just got chills everywhere. That's what we're here for. And this just makes me want to cry. Because, here's the thing. It's like, we're also the ones who lose everything. And don't get freaked out when I say that. Thank you. Yes, you are. I don't want to freak you out with that, but sometimes we go through a lot of losses, and it's just so it tenderizes us. And I'll tell you from personally what's going on with me is it tenderizes me. It tenderizes me to where I can feel other people and just have a knowing into the human condition, besides my education as a counselor and 25 plus years of doing it. But it's not that. It's not a head knowledge thing. It's more, it's personal. And so when bad things happen to us, quote unquote bad things, even though life is always happening for us and not to us, we can just walk into a room and just see into people's souls. And it gives us so much compassion because we know how it feels. Wow, that just came full circle, huh? Those of us who've had the jobs that serve people, we know what it's like. And so we have so much compassion. So because we feel so deeply, we are feeling so much from the collective. And when you have lost the allegiance or the loyalty of the people who are closest to you, who thought you would never leave you, and they do, you get to take another journey into more depth, in that it's not about the people you gather around you. Good morning, Mary. It's not about the people you gather around you or think that are given to you because of family. It's about the new people you gather toward you. I mean, they owe us nothing. They really do. They owe us nothing. Your parents, your birth children owe you nothing. That's a hard thing to be able to say, but they don't. They don't. And so we don't have to hold grudges. We just can let them go. And when you get to where I am, where I've lost everything, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's like Source has gleaned from me. I think it was Denise that said in one of the live streams that Source will take away everything that is between you and Source. I want you to listen up. Source will take away everything that's between you and Source. If there's any distraction between you and your relationship with God, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. That's a profound truth. So you can bypass that by making sure that nothing is between you and Source, so that your relationship with God isn't hindered by anybody's opinion of you. Okay? So you can bypass the pain by making sure of that. That if you're feeling a conviction to do something and you feel hindered because of what somebody will think of you, beware. Beware, because you're in for a hurtin'. So because I've lost everything, I just don't care. It just frees you to be more and more and more of yourself, because you have less of those people and those things that are telling you, oh, you can't act like that. That's dumb. Wow, you act like that. It's like, yeah, it's me. So it's actually freeing, because then the opinions around you lessen. And that's a huge blessing. It's like life is happening for you and not to you. And I've probably experienced just about everything. And I'm better for it. So I'm just to let you know, if anything rough is happening in your life right now, just hang tight. Just hang tight, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's a time to go deep within. It's a time to find out more of who you are and really develop your relationship with your maker, whoever that is for you. For Hari, I think it's Allah, or Hari. I think for Hari, it's Hari Krishna. It could be Jesus. It could be Buddha. It could be Muhammad. These are just names. Sorry. They're just names for the same thing. And when you're going through those deep times, it's just that time to really develop that relationship and that closeness, and then vow that nothing will get between you and that. But honestly, it makes it easier not to have all those onlookers that you love micromanaging you, examining what you're doing, judging you. I feel very liberated by it. I feel relieved by it. So I had no idea I was going to share that. Hi, Aga. How are you? Nice to have you here with us. Everybody say good morning to Aga. Hang on a second. Just dropped my pen. So with that, let's take a deep breath and start sending down a grounding cord to the planet. So people are saying hi to you, Aga, while I drink my celery juice. And it really is true. It's not just a platitude that life is happening for you and not to you. Hi, let's see, Neela. Good morning, Neela. Got a lot of new people this morning. So those of you who didn't hear when I first got on, I get the keys to my house tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And to talk about receiving, the person who bought me the house took me out for a filet mignon dinner last night. So, I mean, I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. and I receive, just practice receiving, practice receiving, practice receiving. Awesome, Mary. Yes, 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 yes. So hang on a second. Don't go away. I'm going to go turn on the air conditioner a little bit. I got a little heated up from that rant. Maybe I'll just take you with me. So, yeah, so let's just start doing some deep breathing. Taking it down to the center of our good friend, Mother Earth. We love her so much, so much, so much, so much. And you guys can start doing this while I'm doing my little, you know, shenanigans in the beginning. You know, just start. So this is the way I roll. I turn on the air conditioner and I open the window. I'm going to get this a little bit higher so it's not like I'm looking down at you. I was listening to the Game of Life and how to play it in the middle of the night. And there was a line in there that I want to find. I was hoping to stay awake long enough to hear which chapter it was in, but it was something like you have to believe that you are making the right decisions. That, you know, it was something along those lines, and I just love that because that's something I'm sort of studying right now. Let's see if this is a better height. We are sitting on top of this whole pile of the masters. We have to start believing that we are making the right decisions, that we are hearing source. It's like a practice to do that instead of going, oh, I don't hear, where are you? You know, it's like so huge. So listen to this stack here. We have the Bible. Then we have Wayne Dyer, Joe Dispenza, Mike Dooley, Doreen Virtue, Jen Sincero, you are a badass. Feel free to prosper. Dane here, Think and Grow Rich. Wait, The Science of Getting Rich, The Mastery of Love, Don Miguel Ruiz, and Matt Kahn. This tower of books that I have you guys on now. I kind of like that angle. That's good. So deep breaths. But I just love that. I want to find that. Ooh, deep breath down into Mother Earth, down into Mother Earth, down into Mother Earth. Again. Down into Mother Earth, down into Mother Earth, down into Mother Earth. I think Friday you guys get to meet my trainer. She's going to be showing up at 9. So just send that cord all the way down to the middle of Mother Earth and just resonate with her Schumann waves all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Just imagine that your heartbeat is resonating with Mother Earth's heartbeat, which is the Schumann waves, which is a real thing. Mother Earth has a heartbeat. Is that crazy? This is good, you guys. Who wants to do celery juice with me? It's first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, or an empty stomach sometime during the day. It has to be pure celery juice. It just does miracles to your body. So just wallow around in there, just roll around inside Mother Earth, and just find her message for you. Oh, really? Yes, Georgia, how's that working out for you? Oh my gosh, Georgia. Poor thing. Well, he says you can do cucumber juice, and it's almost as effective. And that you can also put an apple in it, but not in the long term, because it does need to be straight celery juice. Oh, I'm so sorry. I happen to love it. So good. I'm glad it's going well for you, Georgia. I'm so glad you're doing it. Or just have lemon. Yeah, or you can just, yeah, the lemon water helps. Kind of primes the body to have fresh lemon water first thing in the morning. And then have your celery juice. But it's just this whole regimen from Medical Medium where it's just like the thing to keep your body in top shape. Georgia, it's also good. I will try. I like drinking more than eating. Yeah, maybe just try it because it is a little different. It's sweeter. The celery juice is a little sweeter. So just try it. Maybe just try it once. And maybe just a little bit. Like my client, I'm starting her on 4 ounces. Because she kind of is the same way. Okay. So just tune into this beautiful entity that we get the privilege of living on that provides everything we need. Great, Georgia. It provides everything we need. Our air, our food, the beauty. Just feel it. Feel her. Feel the beauty. And let's just ask Mother Earth, put your hands on your heart or on your tummy or wherever, and just ask her, what do you require of us today, Mother Earth? What do you require of us today? What do you need from me today? What do you require from me? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? She's just saying to me to just keep shining, keep smiling, and just let my heart glow. That will serve her. What is Mother Earth saying to you? Put it in the comments. Mother Earth's initials are M-E, or you can spell out Mother Earth, or you don't have to say anything. And just write what she's saying, because what we've found here is that Mother Earth's messages to us are universal and they're always uplifting, and that if you get something that's like, shine, you go, how's that helping Mother Earth? But it really is, because we are lifting people up. I don't know. I guess it serves her because I don't know. But it does. That's what she says to us often. Shine. Keep smiling. Beautiful. Hi, Darcy. Good to see you. Mother Earth, look after myself and be out in nature. Okay, gorgeous, Georgia. Yeah, so Darcy, just anchor to Mother Earth. And so those of you who are new, what we do is we just imagine a grounding cord or a root coming off our tailbone, our pelvic floor, our feet, and just traveling down to the middle of Mother Earth somewhere, and just feeling her presence. We have a really big relationship with Mother Earth in this community here. So if it feels foreign at first, don't worry about it. If you don't hear anything from Mother Earth right away, don't worry about it. It's okay, because you will in time. It just takes practice. And it takes practice and time to not listen to the shitty committee in our head that says, oh, you're just making that up. And it's our intuition. We're all one with it. So your mind making it up is your answer from Mother Earth, if that makes sense. Georgia, Mother Earth, be more sociable. Okay, love it. You have a new picture, Georgia? No, that's the same picture, Georgia. Good morning to Darcy. Good morning. Darcy, where do you live? Are you up in Nova Scotia? Great. So while you're getting your messages, and it can be more than one message, just spend time just communing with her, just being there. I mean, I'm feeling my heart is moving. My heart is moving just being with Mother Earth. Are you guys feeling the same thing? Like my heart is like moving. Georgia, Mother Earth, heal the hole in my heart. Haha, yes, 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 yes. Very good. Upstate New York. Okay, Darcy. So glad. Okay, you guys getting a lot of weather up there right now? It was supposed to come here, but then it moved north. I got sandbags 2 days ago that I don't need now. Georgia, I feel by releasing. I'm not sure what that means, honey. You want to share with me a little bit what that means? So I imagine, Darcy, you're getting a lot of storms right now, right? I feel by releasing. Just feel your connection to Mother Earth. Darcy, we had so much rain yesterday and today is nice and sunny. Oh my gosh, that's so wonderful. Georgia, oh, I will be able to heal the current hole in my heart by doing release. Oh, very good. Good morning, Dee. Hi, so glad you're here. We're laying in Mother Earth right now. So just tap in and find out what she's saying to you. That is so gorgeous, Georgia. I will be able to heal the current hole in my heart by doing releasing exercises. Yes, 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 yes. I have to show you these flowers, you guys. Everyone say good morning to Dee. Dee, we have a few new people this morning. Okay, so can you guys see through the, let's see if I can pull this up. Can you see those purple flowers? Can you see that purple flower, like purple trumpet flowers? They're so beautiful. Can you guys see them? Let me see if I can pull this up. There we go. Look at these. Can you guys see those? Aren't they the most gorgeous things? And here's what's so cool about them. I just yanked some out of the ground and transplanted them, and they just grow so tall. And the blooms, like I've tried to, Vicky's here. Good morning, Vicky. I shared your story about the grocery stores. Tell us about your latest grocery store escapades, Vicky. If you pick them, bring them in the house, actually the flowers fall off every day, like at the end of the day. Like they bloom in the morning, and then by the end of the day, they're gone. They fall off. It's so cool. Mother Earth, don't need anyone's permission to follow my dreams. Yes! 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 Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Mary, that's it. That's what everything in life is pointing us toward. Do you get that? Oh, that's it. That's it. I have chills on every square inch of my body. That is why life is always for us and not to us. Life is happening for us and not to us, because everything is bringing us to that. I don't need anyone's permission to follow my dreams or approval, or, and it's like, how many times do we have to relive high school where people make fun of us? It's going to happen the rest of our lives, especially because we are different. We know we're different, and we are not about to conform. Because every time we try to, it kills our soul. We can't. We can't. We're here to be a shining example. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. I don't need anyone's permission to live my dream. Oh my God, you just said it. To follow my dreams. I don't need anyone's permission to follow my dreams. I'm going to write that in my journal. Everyone write that down. I don't need anyone's permission to follow my dreams. That is it. I don't need anyone's permission to follow my dreams. And here's the thing, as you follow your dreams, you're going to lose folks. I'm not sure why that happens. I mean, why can't people just be happy? But it happens. It's like the further you go into that birth canal, right? Our path gets narrower and narrower and narrower. Not like it's taking away the opportunities, but the narrowness, because doesn't it say that in the Bible somewhere? Like the path is thin or something, like the path that not many will follow. It's like our path, as we get closer, and I'm going to catch up with all your comments. Thank you so much for throwing them in. As we go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into our soul's calling, and being true to ourselves, and get further and further and further and further away from people pleasing, we are going, good morning, Stacy. We are going to lose the people who were used to us being people pleasers. I think that's it. Dee, does that make sense? Did I just say that pretty good? As we get further into the birth canal, we can take less baggage. And I guess that means the people who don't really serve our purpose, don't really fit, maybe the people who are a weight on us instead of a contributor to our purpose. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Georgia. Georgia says, lately I've just been a people pleaser. I never used to be one. It's really strange. It's probably because you're feeling less confident. And the less confidence, it just means you're going into a different place, a new expansive place. Oh no, sending love and prayers. Vicky, to hell with what anybody else thinks or says. Be true to you. With your head high, walk like a queen. Yay, Vicster. Vicky, I need to go, but my pup isn't doing well. Oh, waiting for the vet to call, throwing it in the basket and leaving it up to God. Right bicep is throbbing. Okay, we got you, sister. We got your puppy and we got you. All right? We got you, honey. Georgia says, Georgia and you were talking about this today. I can't remember what that conversation was. You want to drop in the comments what that was? Because I talk all over the place and I don't remember where I was. So tell me what you and Georgia were talking about that today. Vicky, we love you. We've got you. Everybody hold Vicky in. Yeah, Vicky's saying, to hell with what anybody says. Anybody else thinks or says. Be your true with your head high, walk like a queen. Yeah, and see, in context, just to put this lately, okay, just in context, Vicky, be your shining self wherever you are. Smile, say hi. Giselle, good morning, my darling daughter. Let's see, be your shining self, say hi, say good morning, and don't worry about who thinks or says what. Be your happy true self. Words of wisdom, Victor. Oh, about high school days. Yeah, it just doesn't end because I think people don't really grow. You know, I don't think they really, I mean, not, that's a generalism, but I think they don't always keep growing. They still are stuck in the high school. Like, we got to put you down. We got to, you know, wait, you're shining. You know, I know in Australia they have this thing, tall poppy syndrome. If a, you know, everyone's just supposed to stay at a certain level. If you get higher than that, people are there to knock you down. Well, here's the news I have for you guys. We're all going somewhere big. If you're in my community, you're going somewhere big. That dream, you don't have a dream of, you know, just waking up every morning and having your coffee. And I mean, maybe you do because you value life so much. Having your coffee, getting your little car and driving to your little job, and that's it. You have a bigger dream. There's a bigger dream. If you're in this space right now, you have a bigger dream. And as we go to that dream, there will be some people who don't want to support us there, and that's okay. It's their path. Yeah, very good. Vicki, I have beautiful trumpet flowers in my flowers with black-eyed Susans and angel solar lights in there. Well, yes, would you? Oh, would you, Vicki? Send us a picture. Put it in your Great Big Life Facebook group. That's an invitation for any women. It's for women only. Sorry, guys. Love you so much, but this group is just for women. It's called Your Great Big Life Facebook group. And it's where a lot of us are in, and it's nothing but support. It's nothing like high school. There are no mean girls in there at all. No mean girls. And we're all of some variation of Earth Angel, you know, just wanting everybody to be happy and wanting to, you know, bless the world. Going back to blessing the world, where was I? At the shops. At the shops. What does it mean at the shops, Georgia? Sorry, was I talking about something like that? So let's just take this beautiful Mother Earth energy. And while I'm flapping, you guys are staying there. You guys are developing that. You're making that grow. It's like, yes, because growing that energy, just getting it stronger. And now we're going to bring it, while we're still with Mother Earth, we're going to stay with Mother Earth all day long. Go ahead and bring that energy up to the bottom of your feet. And we're going to do a counterclockwise. Might look clockwise to you because it's mirror image, I think. I'm not really sure. Anyway, counterclockwise spin of white light effervescing bubbles going all the way up through your body, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, cleaning your almost 60 trillion cells, all the way up, 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 aligning your blood, alkalizing everything. Anything that's not serving your body is getting spit out. So all the way up, all the way up. Vicki, Georgia, just remember their problem, not yours. Oh, at the shops they do that too? Georgia, is that what you're talking about? Remember their problem, not yours. Send them light and throw them in the basket and send it up to God. Stand tall and shine your light. Woo. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes, well, I've seen it in the movies. There's been nobody who's done that to me. I don't know. I just think I have this magical power. Vicki, Mother Earth, shine your happy light. Yes. I have this magical power that very seldom do people not like me. I actually have a magical power to win people over to the light. When I'm out in public, you know, I mean, I don't have those situations very often. So just start professing, I have the magical power to bring everybody over to the light. Georgia, thank you. Yes. Okay, so everything's getting aligned, alkalized. Anything that's not serving your body is getting spun out by centrifugal force. Vicki, we are the champions, my Earth Angels. Yes. On Friday, we go deep into our body. We talk to all of our cells. We talk to all of the hurt places. We talk to any ailments we might have. Find out what they're trying to communicate to us. We find out what our bodies need from us. It's called Body Talk Friday. So join us here Friday. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Monday is Fairy Godmother Monday, where I show you how to make your own dreams come true in the quantum field of all possibility with my wands. And then Wednesday is the Global Light and Love Vigil. And Friday is Body Talk Friday, where we really, really, really minister to ourselves, to our bodies. Just pay attention to our own bodies. What is our body? You know, so often we're doing so much for other people. What is our own body saying to us? Yes. So all the way up. Let's put our hands on our heart. Just say, I love you, 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 I love you. If you're noticing any unworthiness or anything that's like, I don't deserve, just kind of like, just surrender that. Oh, just surrender that. That's your life's work, okay? That's your life's work, to just release unworthiness, release any undeserving, and just step into receiving everything that's here for you. That's our mission and our purpose. That's how we're going to shine our light, when we are receiving all of the blessings that Source has for us, all of the blessings in the universe. And that, because we just send them right back out. That's what we do. We just send them right back out. I love you, 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 I love you. Know that as you're saying I love you to your own heart, we are sending I love you to everyone on the planet who does not even think this is a possibility, who thinks this is wrong to love yourself. We're just sending this love all the way out to the planet, to the 800, what is it? 8 billion people. I love you, 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 I love you. So my whole story at the beginning about those of you who weren't here, I invite you to watch the replay. Very powerful. When your mind is telling you something, when the shitty committee is on your ass, just going boom, 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 it's usually the opposite of what it's saying is the truth. Because I'm just thinking how I'm going to be telling 8,000 business people to keep their energy high and clear. How to keep their energy high and clear. In a world that thinks it's noble if you suffer with others, it's noble if you worry. And I'm going to be saying, no, it's keeping your energy high and clear that is noble. So it was the exact opposite of what was giving me the migraine headache. Was what my mind was saying. So pay attention to that. When the shitty committee is beating you up inside, you can just say, what's the exact opposite on the positive side of this? I'm going to go with that, because that's closer to the truth than what that thing's saying, right? Love my mind, love it, love it, love it. But for some reason, we've got this shitty committee that's just unleashed, right? Ain't having any of it. Ain't having any of it. Some things you can say if you're in the throes of that is, I always make the right decisions. Everything always works out for me. There's nothing but the stream of well-being. I always do the right thing. I always hear Source loud and clear. That was what it said in the book when I was listening to this last night when I was sleeping. It said, I always hear Source. I always hear the angels. I always hear their direction. I'm going to find that passage and I'm going to read it to you guys. I love you, I love you. And let's put some love on our high heart. Underneath our breastbone is the thymus gland. This is where our body creates T cells. This gland that's underneath our breastbone makes T cell receptors that help the body's immune system in a complicated way that I can't tell you. But it starts going down. Hi, Stephanie. So nice to see you. Yeah, Vicky, not my thoughts, not my thoughts, not my thoughts, not my thoughts. Vicky's the champion of not my thoughts. This gland starts decreasing, starts diminishing in puberty. So most people, when they're old, it's nothing but fat there. Well, here's how you stimulate it, is what we're doing and feeling good. When you feel good, your heart swells, just like a sexual organ. When you put a focus there, it swells with blood. Same things happen when we put focus on love and beauty. And you know, when your heart just swells, it puts blood up into this thymus gland that then goes, whoa, okay, I'm going to start producing some more T cells. And that increases your immunity, okay? When I croak, my thymus gland is going to look like a 5-year-old. Because I spend a lot of time feeling good. I spend a lot of time just enjoying the beauty, enjoying that my tree's talking to me right now and sending me love, enjoying that every single blade of grass out there is sending me love, and everything is love, and even the fence and the building and the other building, they're all love. It's all love. It's all love. So I most of the time spend time in that awareness. So my heart is swelling with love, and it's stimulating the thymus gland. If you want to wake it up, you can tap it. How are you today, Stephanie? Nice to have you back. Okay, further up, let's just check in with, I want to check in with our throat chakra. What's our throat saying our truth is? Whoa. I just heard this from the right side of my head. Be bold, be big. I'm going to write that in there. That feels foreign, but I'm going to write it in as truth. Anybody else want to put their truth in? Go ahead. Truth. What was it? Be bold. Be big. That scares me. Shouldn't. It's right in line with my vision. Be bold, be big. Whew. Okay. Be bold, be big. Okay, I'm just asking because it feels foreign. I'm going to ask Source and the angels to help me integrate that and to guide me. It feels like a lifelong journey right there. And now let's go up. So if you want to write your truth, that would be so awesome. I would love to hear what your throat chakra is saying to you. All the way up through our teeth, our gums, our jaws, our sinuses, our ears, that we would only hear Source. Our eyes, that we would only see Source and beauty. That's what I want. Everywhere I look, I only want to see Source's vantage point. And I pretty much do. That's a good thing to say. Georgia, but I'm blocked. Oh, mine says be you, be true, but I'm blocked. It says you're blocked, or you're saying you're blocked. Be you, be true. Okay, so Georgia, if you would like a little guidance on how to get unblocked, I'll share that with you right now. I'll just wait for you to say yay or nay, because that's kind of like coaching, so I want to ask your permission. Not that I don't just blast in. I figure if you're in this space, you're open to it. Vicky, don't hold back and speak your truth. Very good. And it costs us. It's like every time we do that, we lose somebody or we lose something. Okay, Georgia says yes. But the things that we lose, if they're in the way, if they're in between you and your purpose, they gotta go. I don't care how close to you they are. I don't care how close to you they are. You send them love, you send them on their way, but nothing can come between you and source. Okay, so Georgia, just put your hands on your heart. Anybody else can partake in this too. Put your hands on your heart. So your heart and your high heart, both. And I want you to just relax. And that blockage, those blockages, just go ahead and see them being released. Kind of like a mudslide, just going down. Kind of like a landslide. It's just kind of like just releasing. Just see it just falling away. Just falling away. There it goes. It's heavy, it's big, it's falling down by the weight of gravity. Do you see this? Can you see this? It's falling from its own weight. Anybody who has any blockages, just join us in this. So this blockage, its weight is making it fall by gravity. It's just falling down. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Okay, great, Georgia. So it's just falling down, and just see it down there, like at your feet, or like it's going like it fell off a cliff and you're watching it go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, and you see it go poof at the bottom. So let me know as you're doing this. So Kathy, we're just releasing burdens, releasing blockages. So it's no longer in you. That blockage is no longer in you. It's no longer a part of you. It's down there. It's just come off of you like a growth or a tumor, just like just came off. Just fell off. It's gone. It's down there. Okay. So do you feel lighter now? Tell me if you feel lighter, Georgia. And everybody else, if you feel lighter too. Okay, you feel much better. Okay, great. So that's the first part of it. So now you're just going to surrender all of the parts of you that is attached to that blockage, because it's become part of our identity. If we've got a blockage, it's become part of our identity. So you're just going to surrender all that mental construct that's been holding it in place, and you're just going to surrender it. Just surrender it. Like, just see yourself in front of the throne of God, just offering it to God. He's not going to go, ew, what are you bringing that to me for? He's going to go, thank you. Thank you for bringing me this burden. Thank you. Okay, so you're just going to bring it to the throne of God, right? And now, to finish it off, you're going to go into just the feeling of ease. Hold the deliberate intention of ease. Just feel that word ease permeate every cell of your body. Ease, ease, ease. Good. Good, Georgia. Now just feel, when you say that word ease, there should be like an emotion that kind of comes up. It's just like, like slipping into a warm bath or slipping into a cool stream. Just, this feels so good. I'm just totally at ease and I'm totally relaxed. Just feel the ease. This is when you can say, there's nothing but the stream of well-being. It's all there is, honestly. That's all there is. Anytime we're not feeling the well-being is because we've blocked ourselves off. Okay? That's all there is well-being. All the things we see is human beings blocking themselves off from the stream of well-being because we don't feel like we deserve. So just bask in that ease. Feels so good here. And then the last piece is, Kathy, I'll look at your comment in just a sec. The last piece is open-heartedness. Open your heart and keep it open. This is our directive as earth angels, is to keep our heart open. We can only keep our heart open when we are free from bitterness, resentment, anger, fear, doubt, blame, shame, guilt, that stuff. I call it the dirty dozen. Kathy, I've been relaxing all morning. My friend from high school, passed away. All in God's hands. Yes, I'm sorry. We're just sending, sorry for your loss. And we're sending thoughts to your friend who's, wow, they're partying. They're partying. Honesty's back. Dee says she's feeling lighter. I had a technical train wreck yesterday. Camera and mic's not working, so can't do my show. But I say this is not happening to me. It's all happening for me, causing me to slow down, reflect, and see things from God's perspective. God is working everything out for my good. Wow, Dee, that's so powerful. That is so powerful. Yes, 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 yes. Who else is feeling lighter from this? Our directive as earth angels is to have our hearts open. And I just know that you're going to see the clear path through this. Georgia, I feel so much lighter. Thank you so much, Lorraine. This is an exercise I will continue to use from this day. Very good. And you can watch the replay, Georgia, and then grab this and put it on a voice memo on your phone. And you can just grab that excerpt and press record and put, like you're watching this on your computer. When you get to this part, I don't know how many minutes we're in, but just, maybe look at how many minutes we're in. When I send the replay out, and those of you who want my replays in your inbox, it's a good idea because we're supposed to keep our energy high and clear, and sometimes it's not easy. We need to run to something like this to keep our energy up. Get on my email list by going to 3keys2selflove.com. The number 3 keys like you put in your car to selflove.com, and get my free ebook that'll put you on my email list. I send out these replays every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so you have them in your inbox as an arsenal for when you need to run for something to make you feel good. So just take a note of what time we're at right now, how deep we are into the live stream. I can't see it. And then you watch it on your computer. When you get to that, you lay your phone on the computer speaker and you press record in your voice memos. And then you'll have that excerpt right there. And you can just refer to that anytime, 100 times a day. This is what I do. This is how I've gotten myself out of lifelong debilitating depression. Everything I'm telling you guys is the tools I've used to keep myself from wanting to leave the planet every day of my life. Georgia, just exactly what I'll do. 1 hour, 5 minutes. Okay, perfect. So that's one of my super things. And D, here's what I want to say. This is what I'm getting for you on this, D. I hope it's okay I share. But again, I figure if you guys are on here, when I'm getting something from source, I'm going to share it and you're going to be okay with that. Don't take it personally or that it's God saying you're not supposed to do it. That's what I'm really getting strongly about you right now on this. Tell me if this resonates. Don't think it means God saying, nope, you're not supposed to do that show. It just means that you are going deeper. There's more depth. How do I want to say this? Your purpose is deepening in this. This is what I want to say. Your purpose is deepening with your show and your creative expression. Just don't take it personally like God's saying, oh, you're not supposed to do it. Is this resonating? Kathy, I'm more at ease now, released all my burdens and do feel much lighter. God, we should do this every time because I know every time I do one of these, everyone's so happy. Right? That's the Ardeo that I shared with you guys today. The Ardeo. Relaxing and surrendering whatever we're feeling. And here's the whole key. You cannot be open-hearted if you're holding a grudge, if you're mad at somebody, if you're afraid. So our whole purpose is to keep our energy high and clear. And it's a challenge. It's a challenge. And we just have to roll with it. We just have to roll with the challenges and then keep our energy high and clear and do exactly what Dee's saying. Life is happening for me and not to me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. There's nothing but the stream of well-being. That's all there is. If I'm seeing anything that feels like less than the stream of well-being, it's because I've got my human eyes on. No, thank you. I want to have my eyes seeing through the eyes of Source. D, yes. That is it. Resonates beautifully. Exactly what I was feeling and thinking. There's got to be, a bigger purpose for it. Yes, there is. Because so often when something happens like this, we can go, I'm being punished. I did something bad. I did something wrong. Oh, leave it to me to screw things up again. God, this is the story of my life. Am I ever going to get anywhere? Can you guys relate to what I'm saying? If something, let's not say bad. Let's say something inconvenient. Let's say something surprising. Let's say something that isn't exactly your preference happens. We just go right to, oh, see, I'm a loser. I knew it. I was just starting to catch traction, and now everything's falling apart. Who did you think you are that you were actually gonna do something? I am seeking Source for deeper purpose. Yeah, and it's still along the same lines though, Dee. Because here's the thing, we just take steps in the direction that feels good. Nothing is wasted. That's what I want to say. Nothing is wasted. We just keep going in the direction that feels good. What would feel good right now? What would feel fun right now? What would be exciting right now? And we do that. Okay? And then we just get course corrected. And this isn't like a course correction. It's just like my iPhone died on Friday. I mean, just wouldn't catch a charge. And I had no phone for over the weekend. And finally on Sunday I had time and I went down and I had to get a new phone. And it's a little different and everything's awkward. And I'm in the middle of a move and I'm doing these writings for this company with 8,000 people. And I'm buying this house and wiring money yesterday. And I get the keys tomorrow. And there's just like so much right now. I have to call all the utility companies. And I'm like, God. And we just have to roll with it and not take it personally. Not take it personally. Everyone write this down. I won't take anything personally. I won't take anything personally. D, but I admit at first I was feeling condemnation that I was wasting the platform that I have been given. Yeah, it's so easy to beat ourselves up, right? We're so hard on ourselves. We're probably the hardest demographic on ourselves because we have been punished by well-meaning parents, by well-meaning teachers, by well-meaning others. And, you know, everybody has been punished. Georgia, I won't take anything personally. Yes. It's just, you know, it's just something new to roll with. The guy at the phone store was getting all flustered with me and I had to just stay there and go, sorry, I just need you to show me again. I mean, he was like going, and I'd be like, okay. And I just sent him love. And after a while, you start to get your sea legs with this. And I just was like, sometimes I'm not easy to work with the technology. I've got a bunch of tech angels around me who fortunately understand me enough and they can help me, but you know, I don't get a lot of it. So yes, I won't take anything personally. God doesn't punish us. Here's the thing. Anybody that you tune into who's had a near-death experience, they say there's no punishment. There's not even any judgment. There's not even any forgiveness because there's nothing, everyone is okay in Source's eyes. You just have to make sure you're not in the field of vision of the axe murderer, right? That's why we have to stay high and clear, because if you were near somebody who was going to do harm to you, don't you think you'd be feeling something that didn't feel good, and so you'd go somewhere else? So you wouldn't be there, is what I'm saying. And then we just keep stewing our energy and keeping our energy high and clear, keeping our energy high and clear, keeping our energy high and clear. And then they can't even find us anymore. So and then we send them love because they're in their path, serving those people who think they deserve to be punished. Everyone is evolving here. Everyone is growing through their blockages, our blockages. So my biggest save is that I have no bitterness, no resentment, no anger toward anybody or anything, not even political figures. And I'm a Jew, okay? And I know I was in a concentration camp in another life. And I don't have any about Hitler. He served a purpose. I'm not sure what, but I'm not the one to judge that. I'm not the one to judge that. I just send love to every political leader and every leader because they need it. And that's as far as I'm getting into it. Usually when things happen, something fantastic is just coming your way. Yes. Yes, everybody listen to what Kathy just said here. Usually when things happen, something fantastic is just around the corner. I started laughing it off. Nothing you can do about things that happen. That is so true. I have seen this happen so many times. Something really like that I would perceive as being bad. It's like, oh, and I start to bring myself down. And guess what? It's just before a really great thing that I've been waiting for comes through, but it's kind of like a test from life. Not that life's testing us, but I mean, it's part of the process to see if we will be open and receptive to the blessing when it comes, or if we're going to say, no, I don't deserve it. D, yes, Kathy, I agree. I am preparing to receive and expand. That's great, D. Whew. So all that bitterness, resentment, fear, anger, if you experience fear and anger for 3 minutes, it takes out your immune system for the day. I want you guys to just hear this. If you have anger, you got to let it move. We've got to let it move through us. But a lot of times it's a mental choice. You know, are we going to go there? Because the thoughts are coming in. Oh, that person. Oh, how could they? Me. And you're like, yeah. And you grab onto it. And then pretty soon you're in this dither. And I can feel it in my heart right away. Just like, ow. My heart's just going, ow. And I just got chills down the back of my arms like an ow. It didn't feel good. Because as soon as those thoughts start coming, you just go, I'm just sending love to that person. I'm stepping out of that shit show, and I am just going to send love to, I'm just going to be a vessel of love. I'm not even going to have an opinion. I don't have opinions on things, except keeping your energy high and clear and our value. That I know to be true, but that's not an opinion, that's truth. I just stay out of the whole opinion thing. And by the way, I would like to share that I was on the phone with somebody from Florida yesterday, and she was saying, you know, I don't know all these pictures about people waiting in lines. I'm just going to say this, because I heard it from the horse's mouth of somebody who lives in Florida. I don't know what they're talking about with all this problem down here with COVID-19 in Florida, because there are big lines of people waiting to go into the hospitals to be tested. She goes, and my cousin works at a hospital, and she says, I don't know where they're getting these pictures, because people are not waiting in lines. We have nothing to do. We're sitting around. So that is from a person on Comcast changing my internet to my new place, who was just telling me, she was talking. I mean, she was like just telling me her life story. And she just happened to say about the COVID thing. She said that, the tornado, the hurricane, however you say, Isaias, missed Florida because it didn't want to get the COVID. Because it was so bad down there in Florida. That's the joke they're making down there. But she goes, but you know, there's nobody waiting in lines down here. Where do they get these pictures? Just saying. Love the media. It's there to scare the shit out of people who need to run to source. But is it true? I don't know. I just choose not to tap in to that at all. Ever. Because if source wants me to know something, I will get it. So that was from two sources. Her and her cousin who works in a hospital. This was her words. I'm just going to say her words. I don't know where they're getting these pictures because there's nobody waiting in line. Maybe it's down in Miami, but we don't have anything like that going on here. And that was from a woman who worked in the hospital. We have nothing to do. We're sitting around waiting all day long, is what she said, her cousin said, who works in the hospital. So we just roll with it. We just cooperate. I always wear my mask, of course, because I just want to cooperate. I just want to be part of the solution. It doesn't hurt to cooperate, right? Do I think the COVID's real? Yes, I do. Do I think the media is blowing it out of proportion? Yes, I do. Oh, that was an opinion. So, I'm not sure I feel good about that opinion. I just know that the media serves a purpose. And the purpose it serves is to scare the shit out of everyone who needs to run to source. We personally don't need that. We're already there. Yeah, Kathy, I think that's, because these are just our senses. Because, everyone will see and hear something different. So with all of that being said, in this gigantic soup that we created here, we're going to send this beautiful, grounded, lovely, balanced energy out to the entire planet. Just going to send it out to the entire planet. In the meantime, the benefit of this thing, nobody knows. Nobody knows. If anything, it just shows how much can be created just from pictures and recordings, right? How whole perceptions. Lorraine, what part of New York do you live in? I live in South Carolina, Darcy. I'm all the way down by Georgia. Really close to Georgia and close to Florida. Yeah, we're just going to take this amazing balanced energy and we're just going to send it out. Send it out to this whole planet. Because we covered like soup to nuts today. Right? We really did. We covered so much today. We aligned our energy. We worked through some fears. We worked through some blockages. We worked a lot with the thoughts in our head. We're holding Vicky and her doggy and her arm. And now with all this love and good intent, let's just go back to our heart and just ground to the energy of our heart and all the love in our heart. Connect back to nature. Yes, it is beautiful here. It's so beautiful. I was thinking the other day, that song by James Taylor, In My Mind, I'm Going to Carolina. I can see the sunshine. I can see the moonshine. Ain't it just like a friend of mine rolling in my mind? I'm going to Carolina in my mind. And that's it. We do everything in our mind. You can create heaven or hell in your mind. You can go into worry and doubt and fear, or you can go into bliss and love and peace and joy. It's all in our mind. I'm going to Carolina in my mind. It's profound. In our mind, we make heaven or we make hell. What are we going to cultivate? When those thoughts go, are we going to go, yeah? Or are we going to go, Trump needs love. He must need a lot of love right now. Sending him so much love. Sending his wife love. Sending his son love. Because that man's under attack right now. Whew. Anyone who wants to be the president of the United States, I just bow down to them. Are we going to Carolina in our mind? Or are we going to the outside of the hurricane? Where it's whipping around. So just go to your heaven in your mind right now. What is your heaven? What is your heaven? And then just take this beautiful, beautiful piece. I just got butterflies. And we're going to just send it out to the entire 8 billion people on the planet. Just however you do it, I see the globe, the horizon, and then my mind goes to a kitchen in India or the Middle East, and I'm just sending love, 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 love to their hearts, to their home, to their walls of their house. to every waterway, to every animal, to every human, that their heart would start to open more, because we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We keep the energy high and clear on the planet. And then I know that you keep it up on Tuesday, Thursdays, weekends. And we've got this constant vigil going. It is proven that when today some group is praying for America, that's real. It's going to happen. It's going to change everything. And then people are going to stop praying and it'll all go back to the way it was. Well, why I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday is because we keep the energy going. And I really believe that when we go to the other side, we're going to get the knowing that when we did this, it really made a difference, because we are all connected by energy. So when we keep our energy high and clear, when we keep that as our number one priority, that's our purpose, because everything else will fall into place. But keeping our energy high and clear, we are serving the planet. Do you guys get this? We're like the sage bushes in the desert. They look like individual plants, but they're all connected by a root system. That is the 8 billion people on the planet. So as we fuel our energy and keep our energy high and clear and get further and further and further away from the hell and create our heaven and stay in that bliss, we are feeding that energy out to the root system of the whole entire human race, and the animals, and the waterways, and the molecules of water in the atmosphere. Every tree, every plant, every blade of grass, every molecule that creates every vehicle, the walls in every house, every article of food. We're just blessing it all. We're just blessing it all with this energy firsthand. Blessing this energy firsthand. Just see every single water molecule. This is my hack on my hack, if you will, on time and space. Is I'm just sending love to every water molecule. Every water molecule right now on the entire planet is just getting beautiful. It's turning from hate, fear, worry, doubt to love. Love, 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 love. It's getting purified. Health is coming to everybody. Truth is coming to everybody. Who's feeling this right now? Tell me in the comments. We are holding a vigil for the entire planet here in this space together on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I know you hold it on Tuesdays and Thursdays and the weekends. All you have to do is keep your energy high and clear. When you're feeling really good, just send it out to the cars you're driving by, to the houses you're driving past, to all the, I've spent so much time just sending energy to my apartment building. Just every single human being. Love, 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 love. Love is our purpose. That's all. Just love. Just love. Simple. No complication. Nothing to worry about. Just what's the next right step? What's the next right step? What's the next aligned action? And it's the thing that feels right. So it feels good. So can someone check in with me and tell me if you're feeling this? This is why we were born at this time on the planet. You've always been powerful. In all of your lifetimes, you've been powerful. But now, this is like the final act. I don't mean it's like the end of the world or anything like that, but this is like pretty big stuff. Pretty big stuff right now. And that we are spending time sending our blessings out to the planet every day is huge. Dee, thank you so much for being here for us today. I needed it. Blessings on your move as you work with that company and your life's work. Thank you, Dee, so much. Yeah, like to think of my message being for corporations, like big business. And these are business owners. We're not even talking about who they represent. Like, who knows? They might have 100 people working with them. Thank you. I received that. My prayer for the longest time was, use me, God, use me, God, use me, God, use me, God, use me, God. Me, use me, use me. Who else is feeling this energy, this destiny, this power that we have within our beings to bless the planet and change the whole vibration of the planet? Who else is feeling this? How important you are right now. Who else? Who else is feeling it? Just know that as you hold your mind on the planet, on the 8 billion people, and hold the intention of love, you're making it happen. No joke. So beautiful. So beautiful. So I'm going to draw a card. On Friday, you get to meet my trainer. She's going to show up at 9 a.m. So those of you who want to meet the person who is so gorgeous, such an incredible bodybuilder. Kathy, I'm feeling a lot of energy, but it's been constant for a while. Yes, good. Yes, yes, yes. That's because you guys keep it up when we're not here together, you know? That's awesome. It just keeps going. Just keeps going. Tomorrow I get the keys to my house. Okay, I'm going to draw a card. Just so much love, so much compassion. Just pray for, if you've got anger or bitterness or resentment or fear, just ask for compassion. Just ask for compassion. Mavis Karn says that when we feel fear, it's our inner being saying, shh, 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 just calm down. Calm down. Don't listen to your thoughts. Just let your thoughts simmer down. Shh, 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 shh. Don't pay attention to your thoughts right now. Isn't that beautiful? She's an 80-year-old woman. And she says, when you're feeling fear, it's your something saying, shh, 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 shh. All we need to do is stay in this beautiful feeling. That's it. Stay in the beautiful feeling. and then get back to the beautiful feeling if you're not feeling it. Just means, oop, took a little detour. Took a little mind detour. What's this one? Okay. I think this is our card. Star Mother. I love Mavis. She has so much wisdom, right? And that's going to be us when we're 80, right? Mary, my energy hasn't been real high, but I feel like God is whispering to me. Sometimes I have to stop and think for a while, but he's telling me what he's telling me, then bam, I understand it. Okay, that's beautiful, Mary. Kathy, waiting for a rescue. I locked my keys in my car and I'm at my daughter's, so not funny, but can't stop laughing. Oh, that's great, Kathy. What a way to handle that. Okay, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? Isn't that beautiful? I think she's one of the very last cards. No. That's the first time I've drawn that card. Page 56. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? You are more held than you could possibly imagine. Wow. Loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. I'm going to read that again. Loved and cherished so dearly, if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. I'm going to just breathe that in. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed, Georgia. Everybody. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of earth. Everyone breathe in. Hand on your heart. Just receive, just get bathed in all of this energy. How can you mother yourself? That was profound. Let's just thank Source. Let's thank Mother Earth. Let's just thank all the angels, archangels, spirit beings that surround us, all the benevolent beings of light who have been here with us today to help us bring this energy to the entire planet, and ask for their guidance to keep us in this energy all the time. Because this is real. Can you feel how this is so, this is reality. This is reality. This is reality. If the media only showed pictures and webcams of this sort of thing, can you see how everything would change? Because it's just what people are perceiving. Does that make sense? It's what people are perceiving from the images they're seeing and the words that they're hearing. If the media showed this truth, so you be this energy all day long, all day today, all day tomorrow. And I'll be here with you again on Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. And just refuel you again so you can go out and be the light again. This is where we gather together, the Earth Angel Nation, and send light and love out to the planet. It's our job. That's why we're here. And you know it. Sometimes your mind tries to tell you something different, but you know this. Here is the space that you remember who you are. So to stay connected, go to 3keys2selflove.com, the number 3, keys like you put in your car, to selflove.com. Get my free ebook. And there are a couple other offers that are unbeatable there too. And that will get you on my email list so we can stay more closely connected. You will get these replays in your inbox, and so you can access them quickly if you're starting to feel down, if you need an energy boost. Personally, I listen to this kind of stuff all the time. And light and love to all. Kathy says, yes, yes, yes. And for those of you who want to join my community, right now the Women's Self-Love Journey program is on 87% off. Some of you on here went through it when it was full price at $800. And right now it's only $97 for the home study program. And that will give you access to the private Facebook group that is small and intimate with everybody else who's going through the Women's Self-Love Journey program together. So we all are on the same page. We're going to start having monthly Zoom calls where we can see each other over video. I'll bring up a topic of a discussion. We can talk about where you are in your journey. And it's going to be awesome. I just really can't wait for that piece to happen. So if you're interested in that and a closer community of going deeper into self-love and understanding yourself, coming back home to yourself, no more self-abandonment, just really standing by your own side, go to www.womensselflovejourney.com. That's WOMENSSELFLOVEJOURNEY.com. I'll put that in the comments. WOMENSSELFLOVEJOURNEY.com. And get it while it's only $97 for a limited time. I'm just gonna say Whoops. That 9 was supposed to be 97. Anyway, it's $97 right now. And it's really awesome. Some people took it twice, so they paid $1,600 for the program. There's only $97 right now. So it's a really, really good price. If you're interested in coming back home to yourself, really learning all the beauty that is within you, and nurturing and fostering that for the rest of your life, so that you will just have a more glorious life on this planet. I invite you to join us. So that's it for me today. Love to all of you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. For those in Australia, it was your evening. Hari, your evening. Giselle, your evening. Your morning if you're in the US. Those of you in the UK, your afternoon. Thank you so much for spending time here with me with our purpose of raising the vibration of the planet. And I'll see you here Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern at facebook.com/Lorraine Pursell MA. See you all soon. Bye-bye.